Hi. So you behaved in a way that you cannot believe you behaved. You became so crazy that you were a lunatic. You need to forgive yourself. That was created by your narcissist. We're all human. We all have a breaking point. And yes, with education, we can learn to resist and walk away. Yes, I believe that we're all responsible for our own responses, and that's all that we can control. And I believe all of that. But when you are in a situation where someone drives you to this, and we've discussed ways that they can drive you to that point, when you finally break and they say, look, you're crazy, and then it makes you more crazy, it's a cycle you get into. What's more is they will outline your behavior to family, friends, sometimes your family and friends. And that's part of the inevitable, it's a word, smear campaign that's part of their process. They will talk about you to other people. And they'll outline your psychotic behavior for sure. She's crazy, she has a temper. Now, they don't tell the people what they did to get you there. Ever. Remember, they can't take blame for anything. Not in their own mind, not outside, to the people. They can't take blame for everything. So to everybody, because you might have finally lost it in public or in front of people, they think you're a lunatic. And then you start to think you're a lunatic. The reason you have to forgive yourself, well, there's a lot of reasons you have to forgive yourself. But the biggest one, you can't beat yourself up, because what happens is we get caught up in a very tricky situation wherein you will beat yourself up about how you behaved. You will conveniently, for the narcissist, forget about why you behaved that way, and you will find yourself, tell me this doesn't sound familiar, apologizing for your behavior, especially if it really gets out of control. And I'm not saying you shouldn't. I don't advocate temper tantrums, and I have a temper, and I've exhibited stuff. That's why I'm trying to help you, prevent you from getting there, because it's not a place you want to be. So you now are at the point that it's turned around, and you're begging for forgiveness for how you behaved. And sometimes deep in your mind, our mind, the victim's mind, we're thinking, oh my God, who could love me other than this person? Or they accept me anyway? And whatever you did in your lunatic meltdown. He could love me anyway, she could love me anyway, they could love me anyway, they accept me anyway, I should be with this person, then I should stay with this person, then I should stay for... None of it is correct. All of it is improper, and it all should go. But the biggest thing that I worry about, because you will beat yourself up, how could I have done that, blah, 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 blah. And you must forgive yourself. You must forgive yourself. You cannot carry with you... You cannot carry with you how you acted during a time when you were so hard pushed by somebody with no impulse control that put upon you such an act of betrayal, and then lied emphatically and gaslighted you and triangulate. We talked about all of that before, right? All the things that they can do to you to make you crazy. So I implore upon you to forgive yourself, please. Please do. Don't carry it with you. Don't let them use it as a crutch to keep you with them. No one would take you. Look how crazy you are. And you believe it, because you did act crazy. You believe it, but don't believe it. It's the situation that you are in. You don't act that way. Think of yourself in your life with other people. Now, if you have an anger management problem, that's a whole different thing. We're talking about a specific thing here. if you're generally a calm person, but then you think about it all, do not be hard on yourself to the point that you stay near somebody who does this to you thinking, well, nobody else is going to want to be around me because look how I behave. Well, they probably wouldn't drive you to that point. And again, yes, I do believe you are responsible. The education I've gotten now has made me walk. I've done it. I've been tested. And now with education, you can say, no, I recognize it. Okay. See you later. It sounds impossible. Whereas before, I would have called somebody out, tried to argue, tried to teach them, try to tell them, try to get out of them why, try to make them understand, why would you do that? Why would you behave this way? How could you do? Now I realize all of what I've been trying to tell you, and I just don't let it. It's not your problem to fix. It's not your problem to fix. We're adults, and we all have reasons where we land, yes? So it's not up to you to make that person find their reason and their path to enlightenment. So please forgive yourself. Do not look down on yourself for having lost it. It happens. It's ugly. Things can get very ugly. But that doesn't mean you need to be with that person thinking they're the only people that are going to like you, be with you, love you, employ you, whatever the relationship or pronoun is. Okay. Bye.